Okay, I am live. Just got to wait for people to join now.
This is slightly taller.
That's it.
Mm.
I'm happy with it.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Oh, yeah, I've got a few people joining me now. Just loading up on my laptop. Hi, everyone. Hi to Sandy, Daphne, Kay, Caroline, Cheryl, Charlotte, Amanda, Brittany, and Patsy so far. Susan is also coming in. Good evening to you all. How are you all doing? Are you all right?
How y'all doing?
Hi, Christine. Let's have a look. So Sunday evening, let's round off the week. Have a little live chat. Hey, Anna Karen, that is. Alison, Gail, and Lizzie. Catherine is also coming in from Facebook. Just loading up that conversation. Okay. Catherine says, made it. Storms been moving through. Hi to everyone. Let's see who else have we got coming. Patsy says she's doing good. To me, yes, I'm all right, Patsy, thank you. Happy belated birthday to Andy, says Christine, and so does Kay. Hey, Vivian. Hi, June. Andy's had some lovely birthday wishes, and he thanks everybody. So
He did. He did the right thing.
Yeah.
He thinks.
Hey, Senga. Hey, Enid. And Silver Stitches there. Lizzie says, hello, Nicola, Andy, Hannah, Lauren, and Angel. Can't forget the cat. Nope. The cat has been doing a bit of a funny as well. I got a wind-up chicken and a wind-up bunny when I went to Flying Tiger at the weekend, and the cat's been playing with them. Gail says, happy birthday, Andy. So does Patsy. Hi, Leslie. And Vivian says, happy belated birthday, Andy. Yeah, he's had cake.
He has.
He's had extra gifts. We went to Meadowhall Friday night for our tea, and he got some extra birthday spoilage, including a freebie. So,
Yes, there's a story behind this.
Yeah.
So we've been
out for his tea, haven't we?
And we were walking back to the car, and I don't know how many of you are familiar with Meadowhall. I imagine not many of you.
Big shopping centre.
A lot of you are overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, big shopping centre. We're walking back to the car, and Nikki says, oh, I want to go in a couple of shops. I'm like, yeah, okay. And the sort of route we were taking took us past the Lego shop. I'm sure you're all sort of familiar with Lego. And something caught my eye, and I was like, ooh. I might have that if somebody lets me.
Yeah.
And so I did. I bought this, which it took me an hour and a half to make.
So Andy spent some time building himself some Lego.
Now, if you don't recognise what that is, I'll tell you. That is the. Let me finish. That is the Ferrari, which is currently part of the current F1 season, which started this weekend. I don't know whether that's supposed to be Charles Leclerc or Lewis Hamilton. I don't really care, but either way, it was fun to build.
Yeah.
They had all the other cars as well. Strangely, apart from RB,
wheels go around and everything.
Apart from RB and Red Bull, for some strange reason, they don't have those two. But all the others were there. You know, Aston Martin, Williams, and McLaren, and all them. They're all there. Yes, Hannah, we know.
So, there we go.
They had the big Red Bull, the massive one, 200 quid.
Whoa.
But this one was not.
Yeah.
Are you showing the people your nails?
Oh, yeah.
I
So,
chose for you. Did you mention that I chose your
I haven't got that far yet. I'm still saying hello to people. Good grief. I will go back to my hellos in just a second, but I have a fresh colour on my nails, and Hannah wants us down so to see yours. There we go. And those are Hannah's. So there we go.
Your hands are cold.
I know my hands are cold. My hands are always cold. So, yeah. So Hannah's got pretties and I've got pretties. But there we go. Right. Okay. Let's just go back to comments.
Leave it. I'm dealing with it.
Kay says, hopes everyone impacted by the storms across the US are all safe and not too much damage. Absolutely, completely agree with you there, Kay. Kelly says, hello, everyone, and happy belated birthday to Andy. Kelly's is not today. It is on Wednesday, the 19th. I don't know why, Kelly, but I got it in my head that it was today. But in any case, I'm first in there wishing you a happy birthday. Look at it like that. And, you know, if I've said it now, I'm not going to forget it, am I? But happy birthday for Wednesday anyway, and I'm sure we'll see you on the Wednesday stream. Hey Judy, Amanda Rose is still working on her autumn leaves, 6,200 stitches to go, 96% almost done, maybe 4 days left. And Kay says, remember, there are no calories in birthday cake. Shelley says, hey everyone, got to leave for a few, but I'll be back. Happy late birthday, Andy. Laurie says, happy birthday, Andy, and hi. And yeah, it is race car, Lego. Yes, Patsy, I'm going to game somewhere to display it. Nice nails, says Lizzie. And yes, indeed, Kay, Patience Young Grasshopper. She is not patient, not one little bit.
Who, Hannah?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
So there we go.
I don't think Hannah knows what patience is.
Yeah. So yeah. Hey Peggy. Hi Celia. Kelly says, oh good, and thanks Nicola joining live on Wednesday for sure. Great stuff. Hey, I might send to you. Lizzie says, am I right in thinking this is Pandora? Yes, it is. So this is Pandora, and we'll show the mock-up in just a sec. Cindy says hi and happy birthday, Andy. And Betty also says hi and happy birthday, Andy. I'm sensing a theme here.
I'm sensing a theme too. Might it have been my birthday?
It may have been. Hi, Carla.
I would have never guessed, you know.
So yeah, this is Pandora that I'm doing. And if you have caught my stitch with me, you'll know. But if not, this piece has more than half of it is stitched in 310. It is 246,600 stitches.
Oh,
And
that's tight.
out of that, 140,142 are all 310. So I am doing this like my Lord of the Rings stained glass, but opposite. So rather than doing all the black first, I'm going to do all the black last. So whilst the colours in here look fairly dark, none of them are black. Because the black is going to go in last, and then it will make a nice easy piece to travel with once I'm just down to the black in it. It's just a case of filling in the 310. So yeah, Senga says happy birthday, Luella says hi, and Carla says happy birthday, Andy.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah,
I am very appreciative.
and let me show you guys the mock-up of Pandora. Let me just mark off what I've done. There. Okay. Pandora. Oh, no, that's the actual pattern. View mock-up. There we go. Sorry, my lights are sort of getting in the way a little bit. Shove that one out of the way. There we go. So as you can see, she's got an awful lot of dark colour all the way around her, which is why I'm doing it all last. So yeah, the last stitches in this will all be all 310. Anyway, How is everybody? Are we all doing well? And what are you stitching on? I'm pretty sure that I shall have a lengthy sew and tell thread, and my sneak peek earlier suggests that I certainly need the bell.
Don't worry, the bell will be out. The bell will be doing
We've got
its
some
thing.
milestones.
The bell will be doing its thing. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah. So the artwork is Marta Darlig, and it's from Heaven and Earth Designs, this one. And it was one I did get. I bought this one a number of years ago. I either bought or I was gifted pretty much every Marta Darlig going. You know, so if I never stitched anything else other than Marta Darligs, this would be the Marta Darlig channel. But yeah, I absolutely love the artwork.
Yep.
Kelly is not stitching today. Going to her folks' place for family birthday dinner tonight. Kelly's sister's birthday is on Saturday the 22nd. Cool. You all good there, my love?
Yeah, new tripod is ready to go. New battery pack is ready to go. They will both be road tested tomorrow.
Boop, boop.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Okay.
I have 7 batteries now for this camera.
Oh, that's okay.
And I've got a power bank as well.
Okay, so Enid is stitching small Turkish sampler from Cyber Stitches. Susan is working on a stitching shelf. Marie France, hi everyone. Hey Senga, this is Puppers from Canada. Cheryl's working on a Disney cross stitch. Christine is doing housework today. Oh, sad times. Vivian is chasing around the edges of a migraine, but back on the pale elf. Harmony 4K, 813 stitches today, but struggling to keep going. Tiger Lily, Laurie Prindle, Pain Free Crafts, 3.23% for our lovely Sandy. Lizzie's not been stitching today, in too much pain to stitch, and just watched Murder, She Wrote. Charlotte is just stitching on what I've posted on Sew and Tell. Great stuff. Patsy stitching on 4 Seasons by Jacek Yerka. Brittany also has this chart. First attempt, my fabric was oriented wrong, so I have to restart it at some point. Ooh. Van Gogh cat for Carla. Patsy, Cindy's asking Patsy what you're stitching on. It's the Jacek Yerka piece, 4 Seasons. Excuse me. Enid's battling a headache, pollen, and it being obnoxiously windy. Judy has 9 more stitches to put on what remains. It should be done in a few minutes. Ooh.
Oh, you'll get a
Okay, another thingling. Because we're going to have one for Patsy for sure, because she's got to finish.
You'll get a bell for that.
I hope you've posted your finish pick on the thread, Patsy, or well, I know it's in the group, certainly. No cross stitch today, working on needlepoint leak by Calf Facet for Alison. Why is this not going through? Charlotte says hi. Cindy says she can't type fast enough, bless you. I can't read them fast enough, Cindy. June is on a cross stitch break today, being very busy with a bunch of health problems with the kids and myself. I hear you, and I hope that you and your children will be feeling better and more like yourselves soon. And that goes for everybody. I know there are a couple of people in this chat tonight. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't wish to embarrass anyone, but there are a couple of people that I know for sure who are absolutely going through it. And you know, I send you all my love and my very best wishes, and just hope that for those of you that are having a, shall we say, a time of trouble where there's something extra which is making life a little less pleasurable than normal, that things get better for you soonest. There's no stitching for Natalie, 2 weeks since she stitched. Hey, you know, it's absolutely fine. Nobody says you have to stitch every day, and you stitch when you feel. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that most of you guys saw my floss tube last week where I was talking about be kind. It's had quite the response actually. I've had a lot of private messages about it. That people are like, well, thank you, for addressing this. And I'm like, well, yeah, because like I said, nobody knows what anybody else is going through. It costs nothing to be kind. And I know that my ladies, my crew, you're all kind people, and you will jump on and call out people who aren't. Oh, Catherine's just sending me another message. It's flashing. Just a sec. I'll have a look at that. Catherine is working on battle. She has gone 40%, 249,372 of 623,676 stitches, and she's working on the 6th pass. So I will pop that up on Sew and Tell.
Sew and Tell. Where creativity is.
What am I doing here? I'm doing this stitch here. That's what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Marie France hasn't been able to do any crafting. She's had a stroke and the left hand is still weak. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. It's a tough thing having a stroke. I suspected that my stepdad had one a few weeks ago, and it is a frightening thing.
Thankfully you hadn't.
Yeah, thankfully, yeah. But yeah, take things easy and steady, Marie France. You just do what your body allows you to do. Don't try and push it, because you'll just end up getting frustrated. And I know that sounds easy to say, but just one step at a time. Lizzie says, is this 25 count? Yes, it is. It's just some 25 count even weave.
I need another one of these little tubs.
You need what?
One of them.
Top at cupboard.
I have more equipment now.
Just be careful, because some of them are deeper than others. Depends on what Chinese food came in them as to how deep or shallow they are. Definitely not got no Chinese food in them now.
No, because too many people.
It's in my belly.
Too many people in this house like Chinese.
Yeah, we absolutely do like Chinese food.
That's the problem. So, what have I been up to yesterday and today? I went and had my nails done yesterday, and me and Hannah did a little shopping. What else did we do? Got a few bits and bobs, treated ourselves, didn't we? You did
Quite
actually.
nice.
You don't often treat yourself.
No.
You maybe should have a bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all part of the be kind thing, isn't it? Be kind to yourself
Be
as
kind
well.
to yourself as much as anything else. Yeah.
And then me, you, and Lauren nipped out to the supermarket, didn't we?
We did.
That's
another thing you like to do, shop.
I don't particularly like to shop. I just, occasionally will treat myself.
So I wasn't criticising.
And then today, my stepdad would normally be here at lunchtime, but we've changed it now because the clocks are due to move and it's still light at 5 p.m. It's safer for him to drive at that time, so we've tried it today. Him coming for his dinner at 5 came for 4 o'clock. So we've had a later dinner today. We had some gammon, vegetables, and birthday cake for afters. And I said to the girls, I said, do we just have a couple of candles or do we put the fire brigade on standby? And they're like, oh, fire brigade on standby. So Andy had a cake full of candles. And yeah, it's quite a nice cake. It was one with it was Galaxy chocolate, which is one of my favourites. So, do I have to worry about my stitches slipping on even weave? What's the easiest way to prevent it? I've done a video about it. There's a video somewhere on my channel about it. And also Karen Needlebug did a video about it. It depends on the weave of the fabric and where you start and end your stitch. But I did do a video about it. I can't remember which one it's in. It might be on one of my tips and techniques playlist. How I work on even weave, it's called. But yeah, it's there is a particular way, because you know, you might notice that I start my stitch in a different way sometimes. I'm a top right to bottom left starter, but sometimes I do start differently on even weave depending on the weave, the warp, how the warp and weft of the actual even weave itself is laying for the stitch and the direction that I'm traveling in. Bit complex to explain, but you know
what you're talking about.
But even weave is quite forgiving, so if you do need to sort of go over the stitch again, you know, it doesn't create a massive bulk or anything like that. So I'm doing this one this way, even though my next stitch is here because of the slippage. But yeah, I did do it, like I said, I have got a video about it though. Oh dear, Ian's having a hot flash. Oh dear.
Sorry for all the noise, guys.
And he's just reorganising his birthday present, aren't you?
Sorting my equipment out. I've got a new tripod and I've got some new batteries, and I'm
just making a racket in the corner, aren't you?
I'm sorting out my tubs and that.
Yeah.
I've got a new tub now for that.
Previously housed probably chicken chow mein.
No, it's one of them tubs. Them other ones weren't good enough, they weren't deep enough.
All right, okay. Just be careful with the lid on that, because sometimes you do need to give it an extra shove to make sure it's on properly.
Yeah, I've already figured that out. It took me a while to sort it, but I've done it. I don't need this tub anymore.
That's the thing about the slimming class. They have a raffle, and very often it's like a tub or some tubs.
They come in useful.
They do.
I'm pretty sure all of you guys with your stitching stash, I'm pretty sure you've all got like little plastic tubs or tins maybe full of needles and thread.
Oh yeah,
and bobbins and things. I'm sure you have.
I've got a little yogurt tub which is full of, what on earth's that?
Sounds like a little Vesper or something.
Oh, I've got a little yogurt tub which is full of odds and ends, and then I've got a tin which is full of all my quilter's clips. Yeah, I've got lots of little
bits and bobs.
Yeah, little storage bits. Hey Norma. Pandora's such a beautiful pattern. Must be fun to be working on. It'd be lovely when finished. Happy birthday to Andy.
Thank you. 41 years young and 41 years daft.
Enid says, Andy is correct. I save sandwich meat containers, cookie tins, all manner of stuff. Yep, I do as well. And I think it drives Andy to distraction when I say to him, you know, we need to save this because it'll come in handy.
It doesn't bother me too much.
Catherine has just come in from Facebook. Shoe boxes. Yep.
Shoe boxes?
Yeah.
How big's your stash?
I've saved shoe. Depends on how big your shoes are.
Yeah.
I've saved shoe boxes and used them for stash before.
You need one of them blooming great big plastic boxes in the conservatory. You do, sweetheart.
June has 6 little bottles filled up with needles, and then I just got a coffee table with storage and my cross-stitch stuff fits in, and hubby said we need to fill it up. If that isn't an excuse to go shopping, June.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
I have cross-stitch, I think, in every room of this house, and even in the bathroom, even though not actual cross-stitch, there's thread in there.
Yes, it finds its way in there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It can be a little bit disconcerting at times when you think about it. The amount of stitching stuff that is in this house. But you know, this is the thing, right? I'm pretty sure you lasses in the chat are the same. That you've probably all got husbands or partners who are very accepting of the idea of having all this cross stitch stuff. I am definitely accepting of it, and I've never said no to Nikki having XYZ stitching wise.
That's true.
And I would never dream of saying that to her. And so hopefully you guys have all got the same kind of thing with your.
I'm pretty sure some people might hide it.
You don't need to hide it with me, Sven.
No, I know.
I don't have any right to tell you that you have to not do it anyway. I mean,
Well, no, because I earn the money to do it. I get told off for having it in the living room. It says, Lizzie, I have yarn in the ottoman in the living room, says Enid. Old prescription bottles are perfect for holding needles, says Shelley. Gail keeps the projects in a bedroom in a storage box. Judy says it's a wrap, last stitches are done. Get me a picture, Judy, and we will get that out and show and tell in 15 minutes. If it keeps us from being a mess, says June, then leave us alone. Yep.
Yeah. If it keeps it nice and tidy. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? Sometimes I look at Nikki's stitching stash and I do think to myself,
I could
yeah,
tidy
you
that
could
up.
probably tidy it up. I mean, I'm looking at your master set at the minute there, and I'm thinking, well, the box isn't big enough. But
It's quite big enough, actually.
But if you can manage it and you keep it all within the box, then
I can
fair play
see
to
it. I've just changed it because they're rolled that way, but I've put them that way in 2 rows now.
you. It actually
It's
makes
actually
a lot more
better.
sense. It does make a lot more sense like
Yeah.
that, actually, yeah.
You keep your hands off my box.
I've got no intention of going near your box. And that is not a euphemism.
You keep your hands off my threads. My master threads are
I
mine.
know, I'm going nowhere near them, don't worry.
Do you frame all your finished pieces? Nope, not all of them.
Only some.
Yeah, only some.
You've been out of finish for a while, haven't you?
Hey, I had Pandora a couple of weeks back.
Pandemic.
Pandemic, a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, only the X's, not the backs.
I nearly finished. I have a crawfish, says Enid, but I had to move my DMC storage to the bedroom. My husband said nothing. I had to vanish for a minute, says Kelly. My sister phoned. Have a work day for more of the gemstone quilt tomorrow. Cool. Patsy says she's got hers in 2 bedrooms and in the living room. Lesson learned, says Alison. Never have receipts. No receipts, no evidence. It's been in my stash for a while. Brilliant. I like that. Christine has organised mess all over the house. Yep.
You see, all my equipment for what I do is all in this corner.
Yeah, you've got a little corner of the living room, haven't
Yeah,
you?
and to be fair, it's all I need. I mean, this corner is basically my laptop, my other screen, my other laptop, because I have 2 where I have one for typing and the other one for editing. And then underneath my desk, I have my tripod. I've got 2 little boxes with my batteries and things in, and that's essentially it. But that's really all I need,
Yeah, but your hobby's completely different.
I suppose.
I was going to say, Andy, it sounded an awful lot like an innuendo, but this is a family channel. Yep, CBeebies. CBeebies version. If Jan had not found me, I would be able to fit it all in one room. Yeah. I've got yarn under the kitchen table. I've got lots, all my whips are in the living room. My conservatory's full of cones of thread. I've got some stitching in my bedroom. I think I've got some in each of the girls' rooms as well that they may not even be aware of. I've certainly got a finished project in 2 in Hannah's room. And like I said, the bathroom, I just get thread everywhere. And of course in the kitchen, it's a dining kitchen, so it's all one room. No can do being a minimalist. True. I know can do being minimalist either. I haven't figured out how to do cross stitch in my kitchen, but the rest of the house is fair game.
That's actually yeah, I like that.
I used to have in the kitchen cupboards in my old kitchen, there would be like finished cross stitch cards, because there'd be a cupboard which had old paperwork in it. So it'd be like finished cross stitch cards in there just in case I needed an emergency card, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Working on rustic farmstead today, says Shelley. Work on that for 2 days, and it's about time for 2 days. Yep. Cool. Lizzie has a wet room, not ideal conditions for cross stitch. No, I don't stitch in my bathroom either. It's just that the threads follow me in there.
Usually on a garment or some description.
Yeah.
Like you've been sat stitching and you drop some thread down you, and all of a sudden
it sticks.
All of a sudden you find it in the bathroom.
The thread is a bit like cat hair. Sticks to everything. I found thread once. I took a salad to work. And I opened up the salad and there was some thread. Yeah. Stitching follows me around because I mean I've stitched on public transport and stuff. I've stitched on buses, I've stitched on trams, I've stitched on trains, I've stitched on aeroplanes, I've stitched on coaches, and I've stitched in cars. I think the only mode of transport I've not stitched on is a motorbike for obvious reasons. It was quite funny because do you remember when we were on that BA flight? Was it from Geneva?
Yeah.
I think it was, wasn't it, when we've been to Geneva? And the air hostess was fascinated. She was absolutely fascinated with what we're doing. I mean, we were at seats that were like in the middle of the plane, so it weren't like we could look out of a window or anything, you know. I've stitched in coffee shops. I've stitched on benches. I've stitched in the park. Did that last summer, if you remember, love.
I did. I remember that, yeah.
Mainly because Andy says I look weird without stitching in my hands.
It's true, you do. Thou must stitch.
I stitched in doctors' waiting rooms, at the library, in the park, in the car, at Costco, on a train, many times for sure, says Enid. June says if it were not rainy weather or tornado watches, I would probably be sitting on the porch. Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
Enid says, I wish I had a local needlework store within walking distance. I would quit YouTube and Instagram and go stitch with people there. No joke. Absolutely. We have a yarn shop in town, and last time I was in there, I was looking for some yarn and also picking up some odd bits of DMC. I said to him, do you ever have stitching classes? And he's like, no. I says, well, if ever you want anybody to do one or host one, you know, I'm quite happy to. And, you know, I have home cross stitch and diamond painting in one room. Is in my office is a multi-purpose room. Yeah. The LNS in my state have tables people can hang out and stitch out, and it devastates me I'm too far away. Ah, bless you. Nope, that's not in the right place. 1, 2, 3, 4 there.
So I'm quiet.
Yes, I'm getting some stitches in. 76 people watching, which is pretty amazing for a Sunday. This is pretty amazing. The words for a Sunday were not even necessary. Vivian says, it's sad I have 2 LNS, one where I live and one where I work, and they're both closing down at Easter. Oh no. That's the problem, isn't it? There's not much in the way of bricks and mortar stores left now, which is a real shame. It's a crying shame. But yeah, it's not easy trying to make a living doing crafting now. I mean, I'm lucky that, I mean, obviously I have my main job, and you know, my YouTube stuff is kind of separate, you know, and it's a useful extra income. It just gets tucked away straight into savings, and it pays for retreats, and it pays for framing, and it pays for, you know, other bits and bobs, you know, over time. But I sit it in a savings account so it earns a bit of interest. I try and get my money to work for me where I can. But, you know, I know that it is not easy to run a crafting business. Oh, I've doubled that thread. It's the second time today I've done that. There we go. We will have to watch the stitches being stitched. Yep. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would, you know, love to have my own, you know, place for crafting. Love to sort of run a craft centre that did classes and stuff, and you know. But it's a pipe dream. A long way away. Hey, Katie. Hi, Joyce. Natalie says there are no LNSs there in Portsmouth, going to Manchester next week, and I'll look out for one. There is one in Manchester, not far away from Piccadilly, from the square. It's an Abercan shop. That's the only one that I know of in Manchester. I could be wrong. There could be others, but that's the only one that I know of. Because I've been to it, and you know, we were also looking at having some kind of stitchy meetup, and I think Ebony inquired if they had a room, but I don't know if they ever got back to her. What retreats am I going to this year? I can't even speak. The only other one that potentially I'm going to is Floss Friends in October. I'm waitlisted for it. So then next year I have 3 booked in, and I will also be going to the Big Stitch as well. The 3 I've got booked in are all Floss Friends ones, and they're all in my town. And they're February, April and October. But yeah, I'm waitlisted for this October. I didn't get in time, unfortunately. Two of my threads have frayed recently, no idea how. Could be a needle. Check your needle's eye. It might have a sharp edge in it that you can't see or feel. Switch up to is it a bigger needle that you'd switch up to? Just, yeah, a slightly bigger needle, because then that'll make the hole going through into your fabric a little bit bigger, and it will stop the thread fraying because of the friction of it running through the fabric. And use short lengths. Best I can offer on that one, Lizzie.
You use half meter length, don't you?
Yeah, I use half meter. Next month, even. Oh, next month, right? Yeah, Abercan is the only one that I know of. And like I said, that's just off Piccadilly Gardens. It's about 5-minute-ish walk from Piccadilly Gardens. Oh, hey, Karen. And Karen has the same idea. Changing needle, it may have a burr. Yep. That's the word I was looking for.
May have a burr.
Yep. So I've got a busy week at work coming up again. I'm doing more training this week. It's been crazy busy anyway. And I'm at dental at the end of the week too. So yeah. Is show and tell soon? Yes, in a couple of minutes. Can't hang out too long doing veggies for family dinner. Have to get the carrots peeled and sliced. Well, do you know what? I think I might just get this few stitches in and we might kick it off now. We're going to do the old theme song there, Andy?
Yeah, let me just find it.
Yeah.
Because I can't start show and tell without...
You can't start show and tell without... Oh, cracky. Without the show and tell theme.
You need the jingle these days.
Yeah.
I really ought to download it onto my phone, because then I don't have to call it up every time out of the group. Because all I do is I go to the Simply Stitcher group and find my
Yeah,
post
it's in the
there.
group, isn't it?
But of course, it's forever getting buried deeper and deeper because of new posts.
We'll just save it, pin it to your saved videos.
Right, almost ready. Just got to turn my volume up.
Oh, you're not paying at all, Kelly. Absolutely fine. Happy to...
Right, ready to go?
Yeah. Go for it. Okay, right. Let me just... Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me just see to the old lights. Hey, Tracy. Okay, right. We are going to start off with finish. There we go.
Hang on, finish.
Come on, get the bell. There we go. Look at that. What Remains is Love. This is Judy's finish. What Remains by BBD. It started in March of 2021. There we go. Absolutely super. Nicely done, Judy. What's next? Okay. Oof. 41 comments on this thread. Okay. All comments. Oh. No, you see, here we go again. The gremlins strike. That is gorgeous, that finish, Judy. Right, comments. Come on. Oh my goodness. We will get to show and tell, I promise. No, that keyboard's coming out. And I did a debunk on this tablet as well today. And it's still playing. Right, okay, Lizzie, Silver Stitches. This is her progress on Sailing Fairy. She says, more work on Sailing Fairy, so slow progress, but this is over 2,000 stitches. Great stuff. And, okay. And Lizzie has shared the mock-up. There we go. It's a Nadia Strelkina one.
Did you struggle with that?
I struggle with everything at the minute, I tell you. Crazy right now. Cheryl is busy working on her Disney cross stitch. Who do we spy on this one? Got a bit of Cruella de Vil there. Could be. But it's looking fab. Keep on going, Cheryl. Lizzie is also working on Summer Queen. This is retired by Bridget Ashwood. She's done just a few more stitches compared to last time. And this one has a load of super vibrant colours in it. So if you like really high colour pieces, it's sad that this one's not available anymore, but you know, no, I haven't made a comment. I tell you, the Gremlins game is strong tonight. Right. Keyboard, go away.
You're right over there.
No, I am not. This thing is misbehaving like a mad thing, and I have no idea why.
Well, how very dare it.
I know, and I've deleted a load of stuff off it today as well. Right.
We good?
Come on. I don't know yet. Wait. So Tommy Chrome is not responding. No kidding. There we go. So that is some colour in this piece. And unfortunately, it's retired now, but Bridget Ashwood, yeah. Real bright colour. There we go. That's better. Oh, my days.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
No, you shouldn't. I can't even turn this off now. Let me just... Oh, there we go. It's done it now. Oh. Now it's reset Facebook.
What is your dog being annoying?
Yes. How did you guess? Lauren is in the house.
Hi.
Good evening, Beanie Bomb.
Judy says, I just got out Turkey Day by Cottage Garden samplings to stitch on. Cool. Do you know what? I'm going to just try turning everything off in Task Manager and reopening. Just bear with. This is so annoying. I don't have the space for the Facebook app on it, Patsy. I wish I did. It's just been absolutely ridiculous tonight. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's not reacting or responding at all to me touching it. The tablet's having more than performance anxiety. The tablet's going to go out the flipping window in a minute. Let me just try restarting it. Close.
You may as well put in a few more stitches while you're waiting.
Well, I can't because the pattern keeper is on my tablet, which I can't get to do anything right now. Clear all.
Yeah, good point.
It's just cleared 72.48 megabytes of memory, so we should be all right. I hear the faint echo of ghostly swear words. There's nothing ghostly about them.
You'll never hear them in full bloom on a stream. But trust me, when we're not streaming, you don't want to be in here.
Right.
Seeing as you're down, Lauren, your dress is on the table.
I can swear like a sailor at times.
There's a black one, and there's I think the one that you brought down, a multicolour.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one you want.
I think we're getting there. Right. Okay. Where were we? Right. So Kelly, the last block that she needed to sew for the gemstone quilt block, quilt is this princess cut block. It is in the colours that Kelly's sister and her chose, which is blue topaz. Hubby's birthday is in December. The block is 11 inches square and doesn't have any of the black background fabric like the other blocks that Kelly has showed us. But look at that. That is amazing. I'm loving seeing these quilt blocks of yours, Kelly. I really am. What you'll have to do is do a picture with all of them. Wait. Kick me off the thread again. Oh, I'm getting really frustrated with this. You know what I'm going to have to do next time? I might have to use your phone rather than my tablet for show and tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have another finish.
Hey, that means a bell.
Bountiful Harvest by Designs by Rinna from Etsy. This is from Tori. This was among the first starts when she began cross-stitching mid-2022. So proud. 28 count, 1/1, full cross. Absolutely phenomenal.
Andy,
Mm-hmm.
where have you put my heels?
I put them on the top of the things at the end. At the end of the table. Put the light on and then you'll see. I'll keep telling you this, Lauren. Unless you put a light on, you're not going to be able to see. There we go. That's a bit closer.
Oh, excellent.
You're welcome. But put a light on and then you'll see. Susan is busy working on her stitching shelf. Amy Stewart. 1/1 on some 25 count. Supersized max colour, 12.7% done. So, yeah, that is looking awesome. Cool, cool. Okay, Monique is working on her jungle montage, Chira Moschetti, 7.91%, and she's there on the bottom right, and she's moving towards the left. It's looking great. Shelley is working on her It's About Time, Chira Moschetti, 96.84% completed. So this one is not a million miles away from a finish. We've just got this section here that she's got in her nudge at the bottom to do. Yeah, that is looking fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And then she shared here the mock-up. And I know we've seen this one before, and there's a couple of people stitching this one. It's a stunning piece. So if you like steampunk, this one definitely is your thing. But Chira Moschetti does do a few steampunk type bits. And this is Shelley's Rustic Farmstead at 20.4% completed. And it looks like it's being worked with some tent stitch, 2/1. The colours in that, absolutely gorgeous. I know nothing about computers, but can you add more memory to the device? I don't know. It does have an SD card slot, so maybe I could with an SD card. Okay, there is the mock-up. Look at that. Some beautiful colours on that. So if you like the rustic Americana style, there we go. Beautiful. Hannah has done a small amount of progress on her summer house, Pattern Haid, 4 Seasons, Jacek Yerka. And this is the one which tempted Patsy to go and open her PayPal. There we go. Okay. And Hannah has shared the... Oh, it's kicked me out of the group again. Bear with. I'm sure you guys, if you guys were any good at telepathy, you would know exactly what's going on in my mind right now. It's kicked me off it again.
Sorry, just helping Lauren out.
Okay. I'm going to do a reboot of this in a bit. Indeed, Enid. Bleep, bleep, bleep is, yeah. The problem is with that, Kelly, it means that I'd have like 50 emails. It's just that the tablet itself just throwing a fit for some stupid... My tablet.
Lovely.
Okay. We are back. I'm trying to be really gentle. So this is the mock-up of the Jacek Yerka piece. And obviously, as you turn it around, you've got the other seasons there as well. Okay, Kay says it must be a Sunday. As she's working on harmony, freebie from Haid a few years ago. Lauren, you're making quite a lot of noise.
Sorry.
Artwork by Ching Chu Cook, stitching on 25 count, easy count, even weave using CXC 1/1 full cross. Completed 700 stitches, bringing total to date 82,980 of 156,000, or 53.19% complete. And she shared as a mock-up in a second. Okay. And Kay's mock-up is there. That is the freebie harmony. So yeah, stunning. Enid is busy here working on an as yet unidentified piece. It's really bright blue there, Enid. And it's on a linen for sure. DMC 798. Enid, just remind me what the piece is, rather than me scrolling up the stitchy chat. Charlotte is working on the little band sampler from Susan Archer. That's really nice. Kathy is working on her first full coverage, Heaven and Earth design. Artwork is by Yuri Crusher thingy. A 20 count, easy count, 2/1, using a paper pattern. She says she's learning so much from myself and everyone on YouTube. There are mistakes along the way, but it's okay. I love to see the progress and will embrace it all. This is House of Tranquility. So there we go. Thank you, Enid. Small Turkish sampler by Pelin Teaser on Cyber Stitches. Thank you. Still racket. Can we close the door?
Shut the door now.
Okay. And Cassie has shared the mock-up. Look at that. Cherry trees. Look like cherry trees.
Lauren's come for a nosy.
You think they're cherry trees, Lauren?
Cherry blossom trees.
Yeah, cherry blossom. I think it's very pretty, that. I like that.
It is.
Okay. Brittany has had a new start. Michelle was kind enough to include Thomas Kincaid in the St. Patrick's Day sale. This is Mini Central Park in the fall, stitched 1/2 on 40 count Lugana from Brandy at Bestitch Me. So just going in a little closer there so you can see the start, and it says I'm with the band on the needle minder. So thank you for sharing that, Brittany.
Have you shown your new card?
No, not yet. Sure, that's on my floss tube. Be wearing it. And this is the mock-up of Central Park in the fall. So if you are a Thomas Kincaid fan, and I say this, I think probably the sale may still be on, get yourself over to the Haid website. Laura says, not sure that she will be able to join. She's sorting out her new home. She says she'll catch up on replay. Crescent Moon comes back out to play 16 counts, 2/1, full cross, 81%, hoping to get back to some normal stitching soon. So there we go. Have you got something in the oven, Hannah?
I do.
Well, can you open this middle door then? It was only closed because Lauren was in there and she was making a bit of noise.
Oh, well, no one told me to reopen the door until now, so I shall do it.
Yeah. Have the door open. Have you got the extractor on?
No, because you're on a
No, I was
stream.
told not to put it on.
The extractor needs to go on.
Yeah, I shall put it on.
Yeah, please. And this is Laura's mock-up. Sorry, just coordinating things here as I do show and tell tonight. But yeah, there we go.
Don't forget, it adds a bit of realism to you.
Oh yeah, it's very real on this channel, I tell you.
People like that. People like that, Nikki.
Sarah is working on Arctic Coming to Life by Jan Patrick Krasny on 25 count, easy grid, 2/1, full cross, 8.57%. Heaven and Earth design, of course. Queen of multitasking, yeah, well, I think it's kind of enforced multitasking at times, Kay. Okay, so we have another finish. This is Patsy's vintage sewing machine. She stayed up after Wednesday's live stream to finish it. She only had a few percent left. Still has to wash and frame it, but look at that. There we go. And Patsy, of course, has treated herself to a new start, and why not? But that's absolutely beautiful. Patsy, congratulations. Okay. So again, Patsy is working on the same piece as Hannah, 4 Seasons by Jacek Jurka.
What am I working on?
Not you. 1.02% on 25 count, 1/1, enabled by Hannah Cairns. With this one a couple of weeks from Sew and Tell. So there we go. That is Patsy's start, and it's looking fabulous already, Patsy. Beautiful stuff. Okay, and Patsy has shared the mock-up, but obviously it's the same one as what Hannah is doing. Winter, summer, autumn, spring, I would imagine. 89 colours. Mindy, I haven't ever kept track on when I start projects. I think this is one is at least 6 years old. It came from a pattern book, Life is a Picnic, by Vera Mouse by Marjolaine Baskin. It's a paper pattern, so I don't know exactly how much I have left, but I'm definitely more than halfway. The fabric is 28 count Monaco off-white and stitched with DMC threads. Isn't that mouse so cute? And this one with the little bird on its head, really cute. Lots of little things of interest going on in that one there. Lovely, Mindy. Thank you for sharing. And Mindy has shared the mock-up. So there we go. It looks like mice and gardening. Really cute. I like that. It's a different take on a sampler, isn't it? Or sampler style. So this was how Judy started the stream. She had just a few stitches to put in by the peacock there. But of course we know now that this one is finished. Peggy is busy working on the Fox and Rabbit Mystery 2025. Presumably Sal, halfway done with month 3. That is really nice. I like that. You tend to have some really pretty pieces coming up in Sew and Tell, and as these stitch alongs are going on during the year and they're getting bigger, oh, Senga is busy working on Pointed Fifth. Is now up to 36.69% complete when it loads. There we go. And the dark colour is 939, and there is a Silks for You thread for the coloured, the variegated colour. Yeah, coming on a treat there saying that. I don't want to keep jabbing at it because it'll just bounce me off it. Okay. Oh, it's got stuck again. Sorry, guys. Oh, there you go. See, it's bounced me off now.
I can see this tablet adding some choice words later.
It's just so annoying. It's saying Chrome isn't responding, but there's no reason for it. Now what's it loading?
Maybe it's loading what you want it to.
It's not, because I haven't told it what to load, Hannah.
Maybe.
No, I've checked that, Enid. There's no updates. I think it might need fixing with a new one. If it carries on this way, it's going to get fixed with a new one because this one's going to be out the window.
Mother's Day's coming up.
Hannah, I'm not letting you buy me a tablet for Mother's Day. To be fair, I think we've got quite a good way through all of the show and tell stuff anyway, but still, it's not point, is it? Just super annoying when a flipping thing just decides to misbehave.
And flipping is the polite version.
Yes, Hannah, flipping is the polite version. Okay. Right, we're back in the thread. Where were we? Carla's Van Gogh cat, I think. It's only a couple of years old. Stitch is so beautiful. 7.92%. And Carla says on this one, it's time to move the Q-snap. And Carla has shared the mock-up. And there we go. There's the Van Gogh cat. Beautiful piece. Cilia Mini Holiday Haven by Ray Powers, ready to put 1,000 stitches in. So there we go. Cilia is busy working this one on the diagonal. And oh, I think this is the last comment actually, which is I'm quite glad about. Oh my goodness, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that just give you gingerbread house vibes? I love that. Oh my gosh. Am I enabled?
Yes. You always are.
Not always.
Well, most of the time.
Okay.
You're second most enabled.
Right.
She's the most enabled.
That is show and tell. So I'm just going to turn off the comments. Okay. Let me show you Catherine's if it will let me. Okay, we'll just go over your one on the other piece that you're working on there, Joyce. We'll not talk about that. And I've got a couple of bits to talk about though in here. No, it's not letting me show it. Okay, Monique has something here that's been on her wish list forever. Oh, thanks, Celia. Mini Holiday Haven is from Heaven and Earth Designs. So look at that. She's got the DMC box and the threads in it. Hey, Maggie. Oh, I've just showed that picture. And look at them. Beautiful, lost in floss. Absolutely gorgeous, that Monique. And that's Tina's socks from last week. Right, stitch along. So I'm telling you guys here as well in case you missed it in the group. So in the group events, I've created an event for the 1st of May for a stitch along with this piece. This is from the Cross Stitching Guild. They're on Etsy. It's a full coverage piece. It's about £4.20 GBP. This pattern though is not Pattern Keeper compatible. And it's not very big. It's 140 by 140 stitches. So it's less than 20,000 stitches for the whole piece. I've created an event in the group. So if you want to join in for a May 1st start and aim 100 stitches a day, join in. If you don't want to do this and you want to do a piece of yours, but you still want to join in the event, join in the event. So, but yeah, I saw that one and I fell in love with it. So yeah, I already have it.
Have what?
A piece for, there we go, Stitch Mania Sal event. So yeah, if you fancy joining in, go. And Wendy zeroed out 5 colours on Hade's Steampunk Portal. So we did do jingly bells for zeros, please.
No problem.
There we go. When you zero out them colours, you really feel like you've got some progress done, don't you? Cool. Right, so, oh, Sinead. Sinead has finished beading her chatelaine. It needs to be finished, but she couldn't wait to see what the chatelaine would look like. So we have another finish. And it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Polar bears, northern lights, penguins, whales, Arctic foxes. Absolutely beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? So, yeah, congratulations to Sinead. Kay's enabling us all with sales. But yeah, there we go. So that's your show and tell lot for tonight. You talented, super talented bunch. Let's just bring my light back over now. And this one as well. And now on with the stitching. Oh, you tired, Anna?
Don't forget, I don't sleep right when I got doggy in bed with me.
No, you don't sleep at at Grandad's, do you?
No, plus it bed, no, it's not comfy. More than several times a night.
So yeah, so it's been great to have a number of finishes in whatever form. And like I've said, we celebrate in my group, any sort of finish. Finish a colour, finish a page, finish, I don't know, finish the whole thing. You know, if you can stick the word finish at the end, we'll celebrate it.
Well, like fish dinner.
Yes, honey, you can celebrate finishing your dinner because you don't eat enough. But there we go.
Can we ring the bell when Hannah finishes the dinner?
Yeah, we can ring the bell when Hannah finishes the dinner if you like.
I don't like the bell. Awful.
Well, that's it. Oh, a purchase, of course, Patsy. Kelly has to get cracking. Thanks for lovely project view. She says, see you all on Wednesday. Yeah, we shall be celebrating your birthday on Wednesday then, Kelly. And like I said, I might even sing.
Oh, God.
Hannah says, oh, God, if you missed that. I thought she loved her mummy.
And what day of the week?
Oh, cheeky little rascal. She just said it depends on what day of the week. And I'm using rascal there to be polite.
It's normally cheeky little S. H-I-T. And other words a bit longer.
Uh-huh.
Because you are.
Yeah, so,
You look to the side.
yeah, lovely work. It's been nice to ring the bell.
You
So,
weren't the wrong ringing it.
no, it's been nice to ring it.
But you weren't
It doesn't
the
have to be me. Do you know, you can't get the staff, can you? Go and check whatever it is you've got in the oven, will you? And hush the
Lord,
mush.
Sha.
Eh, dear. I don't know. Like I said, though, you can't get the staff.
Hi, staff. This is me work. The workplace is 20 minutes down the road.
You are the cat's member of staff, Hannah, because dogs have masters, cats have staff.
Cats are slaves.
Well, same difference. So, yeah, let's see. So, let's just think. So, that, yeah, this week, as I said, I'm busy doing some training from Tuesday. Live stream will still go ahead Wednesday. Weigh in on Thursday. I stayed the same this week, which I'm quite happy about. It could have been, you know, what I did really this week in terms of my weight loss was I took the pressure off myself. And I'd already planned, after I'd had a disappointing weigh in the week before, to not follow 100% and just to give myself a bit of a break. And that's what I did this week. I stayed the same, and I'm more than happy about that. And if I stay the same again this week, I shall also be happy about it too, because this weekend it's obviously been Andy's birthday, so I've spent some time with him, and food forms part of that, doesn't it? But yeah, it's, you know, I mean I enjoy going to my slimming class because I get to talk to, you know, people, and you know, we get
It's
to,
a comedy group, that.
it is a comedy group, yeah. We've got one or two real comedians in there, haven't we? I can't wait to sit with you in June. That's going to be heaps of fun. Yeah, we still need to get something firmed up about that and see what date it is. What date is it, Lizzie, that you're going to be in Derbyshire? Because I've got Lauren's prom the last weekend in June. Which obviously I need to be around for, because I'm not missing her prom. Not for all the tea in China. 21st to 27th, right? That's just before then. So yeah, we may be able to squeak in a wee moment and meet up. But the 27th, the prom. It's been fun, says Katie. Bye, everyone. Got to spend a precious 2 hours filling in my pill containers. Oh, crikey. Oh, no worries at all, Katie. But thank you so much for joining this evening. It's been lovely. It's especially nice, you know, when I know people like yourself get a lot out of coming on and watching and listening. Yep, you're right, Judy. Everybody does indeed, including yourself, with that gorgeous finish.
Is it cooked?
Well, it's not dead yet.
Yeah.
Hannah's just presented Andy with a chicken nugget, I think. Got him to taste it, and then he said, "Is it cooked?" And he's not dead yet. Mini Holiday Haven was on sale, £6. Score, says Patsy. It's pretty, isn't it? There you go, Celia, you've enabled Patsy.
Patsy's always easily enabled.
Do you know what? Patsy loves the cross stitch, and that's all that matters, isn't it?
She's always upstairs in PayPal.
Yeah, you're getting a bit of a rep for that, Patsy, now, I think. You mentioned once or twice in comments.
PayPal Patsy.
That's it, you've got to change your name now to PayPal Patsy. Lauren's just come up with that, PayPal Patsy. Hey, Patsy sent a load of diamond paintings your way. Shut your head.
Yeah, Hannah, don't be
Forgets
too
that,
greedy.
doesn't she? Monkey.
Greedy git.
Andy's just called her a greedy git.
You can try, you can also fail miserably.
She's laughing at that one, Lauren. PayPal Patsy.
Came up with your spot.
Yeah. Okay. 900. Norma's just finished Pumpkin Cottage, which was a cross-stitch pattern in the autumn. Just cross-stitch magazine. It'll hopefully be fully finished in order to display this fall. Andy, need the bell.
Oh, hang on.
I'll do it.
No, Lauren, I'll do it. It's my job.
It's Andy's job.
My
Andy's
job.
job.
My job.
So
Scram.
we just passed. Norma has just finished the Pumpkin Cottage. There you go. Well done, Norma. Nicely done. So Andy's busy refereeing these chicken nuggets or whatever it is. Hannah gives him one to try. He eats it and she says, "Is it cooked?" I think I'd better go on a no by April. I have to get a new start kitted up for next month, but other than that, I'm not going to buy anything. Yeah, I agree. Yes, Lizzie, fighting over who gets to ring the bell. There are things in this household that get fought over. I never expected ringing a bell on a live stream to be one of them.
Well, got a few more days off late.
I nearly killed Mom.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. As long as you do it quietly and clean up after yourself, I'm not bothered.
Oh, okay.
I would happily email you a photo if I had your email address. Let me stick it in. Stitch pics. Oh. Oh, you flipping nuisance. Now YouTube's messing me about. Wait a minute. Right, wait a minute. Stitch. Oh, can't spell. It, bit, it, 20, 16 at gmail.com. There you go, Norma, in the chat. Get her a bell too, then they can both ring them. Oh, blimey. You say to your family before you meet strangers, now remember, as far as everyone knows, we're a nice, normal family. We wish.
What you're looking at? Cherry pie that we got ages ago. You know when everything was 10p? Oh.
No, Lauren wants to know if that can go in the microwave to defrost.
Yeah, as long as you use the defrost setting. Dear, oh dear, I'm still coordinating. I am not even flipping cooking, but I'm coordinating the cooking. Celia, I'm very tempted by the 50% off of Thomas Kincaid's sale, but staying strong. Cool, cool. 919. Okay. Okay, got two. Like. Come on.
Defrost is the one that's like 10 o'clock-ish.
Is that medium rare?
It's the one before the race.
It's the one that has like a drip and a star on it.
Yeah, my first computer doesn't actually set the minutes.
Celia, when you're as broke as I am, staying strong is quite easy. Yeah. 3 Abraham hunters from Artisy as well that fell into Kay's basket. Yeah, it's rare that Thomas Kincaid's go on the sale from Heaven and Earth Design. So if they were my thing, I'd be definitely be taking advantage of that. No buy or no buy.
Put this one in the books, people.
Yes, you're having a second slice of cake.
I'm having a second slice of my birthday cake. I don't do cake.
It's a miracle. Someone take a photo, quick.
Yeah, Andy doesn't do cake, but he's having slice number 2. I was saying to him earlier on, I can remember a few years ago being in a supermarket and saying to Andy, it's your birthday, you need to pick a cake. And he's like, no, don't do cake. And I showed him a cake that was covered in sweeties. And he said, I'll have that one.
Big kid, Andy.
Andy's got a sweet tooth for sure, aren't you, love?
Mine's a fat.
You are not fat. I told you, if you think you're fat, come to Slimming Club.
Nope.
What kind of cake is it? It's a galaxy cake, galaxy chocolate.
Did you enjoy it?
Chocolate, it's one of those tray baked kind of ones. Reckons it feeds 15 or 16 or something like that. And we were looking at it and we all just went, nah. What I need is 45 more lifetimes to stitch everything I want to. I agree, Celia. Brittany says she doesn't do cake either. She'd sooner have a cake made of steak with mashed potato, quote, icing. Yeah, it does sound good, doesn't it? It was nice cake, actually. And shut your ears, Hannah. It was a moist cake, too. There's nothing worse than getting birthday cake and cutting it and finding it's drier than, drier than a desert.
No worse than that word. That's an awful word.
That's why I said shut your ear.
Awful.
Yeah, this one is a nice, it was a good quality one. Yeah, only the best for my love. He was deserveth of a nice bit of cake on his birthday, and that's what he got. But yeah, we had a nice dinner today. We had gammon, and what did I do with it? Roast potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, mushy peas, broccoli, carrots, sweet corn, Yorkshire puddings. It was a nice dinner. We all enjoyed it.
I want mushy peas on Sunday dinner again.
You can have mushy peas on your Sunday dinner again.
Well, they were really nice.
Mmm. Yeah, I used to bake a lot too, Lizzie, but these days I spend all my time working or stitching. So cake baking's kind of gone out the window.
The closest you get to baking is cottage pie.
Yeah, but that's not baking. When we're talking about baking, we're talking about cakes
Oh no.
And bread.
and bread,
We used to-
and
We
scones.
used to do bread.
We did it once. Let me try.
I know.
Hannah, can you just stop it now?
Been saying this. for
Stop
ages
stating the obvious. All right, Lauren. I love Yorkshires, but as an American, I'm terrible at making them. Yeah, we have a saying here. We have a little prayer at Christmas. Thank you for the food on the table and the gifts under the tree. And God bless Aunt Bessie. Because we're in the UK here, we have Aunt Bessie's pre-made. All you got to do is stick them in the oven for 5 minutes and warm them through. And, you know, I mean, I used to do a lot of stuff from scratch, especially when the girls were younger. I used to do a lot of baking, used to make biscuits, buns, I used to make my own pastry, scones, used to love scones, plain sultana cheese. And I used to make my own Yorkshires. I mean, I still do things like I make my own pancakes. I don't do shop bought pancakes. But I don't do an awful lot of making from scratch these days, not like I used to, unfortunately. I love Yorkshire puddings too, prefer homemade Yorkshires. Aunt Bessie's are dry. I've never found mine to be dry, I'll be honest. But then again, you know, we like our dinner drowned in gravy too. Proper Yorkshire gravy that's thick.
Yeah, not watery gravy.
Oh,
Not
go
Lincolnshire
away.
gravy.
Go away, the pair of you.
Cue the comments about Andy and his watery gravy now.
Go away.
What? You don't know how to make proper Yorkshire gravy? You really don't.
So next Sunday, we should probably be having homemade cottage pie,
Yeah.
which is, for me, 5% lean beef, browned, and then I add in a tin of tomatoes and a tin of baked beans, and then a little bit of gravy, and then I whack it in the oven, and when that's all warmed through, top it with mashed potato with cheese on top, back in the oven until the cheese is melted.
But no cheese.
It's my way of doing cottage pie, and it goes down very well in this house, because I was actually saying the last time I made it, one of the things that I always said about cottage pie was, oh, there might be enough left over for a portion for the freezer, you know, and to try and sort of keep things batch cooked a little bit, so there's always an emergency meal in the freezer for somebody. Yeah, it never makes it to the freezer. It's the same when I make stew and dumplings. It never makes it to the freezer. What else never makes it to the freezer? Brisket of beef never makes it to the freezer.
Love a bit of brisket.
Love brisket.
The only part of that makes it to the fridge or the freezer is the gravy.
What is gammon? It's a ham. It's actually gammon ham, but we just call it gammon here. And it's just like a joint, a gammon ham joint. And we just roast it in the oven.
I think some people put pineapple on, don't they?
Yep, some people put pineapple with it. Some people have it with chips and fried egg.
Gammon with chips and a fried egg is good.
Yep. Yeah, but my beef brisket, I only ever buy, if I'm having a brisket of beef, the only shop I buy it from is Morrison's, because I've tried Tesco's, I've tried Asda, and it doesn't, the quality is just not the same. I don't know why, but I always get my brisket of beef from Morrison's.
It's always beautiful.
And what I do with it is I put it in a roasting pan and I fill it halfway up with water and cover it after I've put in a good squirt of tomato ketchup, probably a couple of tablespoons, into the water. The acidity of the ketchup breaks down and tenderizes the meat. So I slow cook that in the oven for about 3 hours, turning about every hour. And then give it another sort of half an hour without the lid on, so it evaporates a little bit of the gravy or a little bit of the sauce, and then it literally falls apart. But yeah, if you add tomato or tomato puree in, it breaks down the meat and tenderizes it without having to hammer it or whatever. Like normally if you're tenderizing a steak, you'll get out your meat hammer, won't you? You can't do that with a joint of brisket. So use another method. So cook it into, cook the tenderizing agent into the meat, which is what I do. My mum taught me that. But yeah, I do my beef stew the same way, and I put the beef stew, I'll cover the meat in water, and then I'll add ketchup or tomato puree for it, and then slow braise it in the oven for about 3 hours. Look, we're talking about food again. We do this every Sunday, don't we? Got Hannah eating chicken nuggets, chicken popcorn chicken. Lauren and cherry pie, Andy and cake. Here's me having a good drink of my apple squash because I'm thirsty. I love gammon, but hate it with pineapple. Only time I mix fruit and meat is applesauce with pork, orange with duck, or lemon with chicken. What about cranberries and turkey? I love duck with orange. I had peaches with chicken once. It was nice. I love sweet and sour chicken with pineapple. Oh, you don't like cranberries, right? Okay, we'll let you off then.
I don't either.
I quite like a dot of cranberry sauce, and I like it on, like today with the gammon. I had some applesauce with that because it's pork, isn't it? It's a pork product. But also, I don't mind cranberry sauce on gammon. But that's only because really for me, I associate gammon with Christmas because we always have gammon at Christmas. Not a fan, Lizzie. Everybody's different now, aren't they? We all have different tastes. There's a Chinese place around here, says Mindy, that makes a mango chicken that's similar to a sweet and sour type of sauce. Oh, that sounds nice. Andy likes stuck in pineapple when he goes to Chinese, don't you, love?
Yeah.
I like my chow mein.
Judy says, that sounds good. I have ham with pineapple and brown sugar in the crock pot at Easter. We do a turkey at Easter. Turkey at Christmas, turkey at Easter.
I thought it was lamb at Easter.
Oh, lamb at Easter,
It's
yeah.
meant to
But
be
we
lamb
can
at
have
Easter,
we
isn't
can
it?
have turkey or lamb. Andy, you the man. I love duck in pineapple, says Lizzie.
There we go. You see, people speaking my language.
Duck smells disgusting.
Tastes all right though.
Wash your mouth out with soap. Duck's awesome.
Do you know what?
Actually, have
Would
you
you like to
actually-
hear a funny story about duck?
Go on.
So way back when, before children, when I was
Easy.
married to their dad, he he rang me one night and he says, I'm on my way home. Do you want me to pick up something for dinner? I said, yeah. He says, okay, I'm going to nip into whatever shop it were and I'll pick something up. He brought home a £5 duck, frozen, for dinner that night. I'm like, how do you expect me to cook this? I can't cook it from frozen. It needs at least 24 hours to defrost. So we ended up having a takeaway instead. And he'd gone to the shop because we were trying not to have takeaway.
I assume you did actually eat the duck.
Yeah, a day later.
Oh well, that's all right. Then you just had
Well,
a different day.
I cooked it the day later. We obviously didn't eat a whole £5 duck between the two of us in one day.
So you might struggle.
Yeah, some of it did actually make it to the freezer, but this was BC when things did make the freezer.
That must have been one. That must have been one hell of a duck.
Mm.
He was king of the pond.
He brings home this massive blooming duck. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? He's like, well, cook it. And I'm like, how can I cook it? It's flipping frozen. I mean, when you go into like a freezer store like Iceland or Farm Foods or Herons or whatever, you know, and he says, I'm going to go pick up something for tea, you're expecting to pick up something that he's read the label and you can cook from frozen. Not a flipping £5 Barbary duck. He honestly got it with like some of the faulty towers. Gourmet night without the cooking.
Ah, dear. I love it.
Can't believe I've never told you that story.
Well, you have now. And if I may say so, Nicky, it was ducking amazing.
He came home with this duck in a carrier bag. It looked like he was carrying a flipping bowling ball. I mean, you could have used it as a bowling ball, you know. I mean, you would definitely got a strike, I tell you.
I still stand by my point that duck smells disgusting.
Tastes
Have you
good,
actually
though.
ever eaten it?
No.
Tastes
Well,
nice.
Maybe you should, and then you would have an opinion that would potentially be different to it smells disgusting.
Whenever you're cooking duck, the kitchen smells absolutely vile.
When was the last time that we cooked duck?
When I had them duck pancakes, but you weren't here.
She weren't in.
Ray, here's the
Last time
thing,
you cooked
Lauren.
a duck and I was
Lauren, here's the
I
thing.
remember it smelled absolutely vile.
Lauren, here's the thing. Next time we have a Chinese, I will have my usual duck in pineapple and I will give you a little tiny bit and you can taste it. And you can tell me then if you think it's disgusting or not, because I promise you it's not.
It's not.
Well, I don't want to.
Well, if you don't want to, you don't want to. Nobody's going to make you, have they?
Hey, your name's not Hannah. You like to try new things.
Sometimes, not always.
Maybe we should get Hannah to try
Not the
it.
sharpest pencil in the box. No kidding, Tracy. I tried sheep and it tasted gamey to me. Ooh,
Sheep, as in mutton.
as in mutton. Now, well, mutton's an older sheep. You know, we normally have lamb.
Yeah.
That stitch has slipped.
It's a lot tougher, isn't it, mutton? It's,
It takes a lot more cooking.
yeah,
We don't tend to have mutton much here in the UK.
no. That's why there's so many sheep roaming around.
Lizzie says she had goat once and it was lovely.
Goat.
I think you had ostrich once, didn't you?
I did, yes. I've eaten all sorts of things. Me, I've even eaten octopus.
Oh, Hannah's eaten octopus.
Octopus is good.
I liked it.
Octopus is good, man.
There was a shop not far from here in Bakewell, and they had all kinds of weird and wonderful game.
Yeah, they sell things like
Meats.
kangaroo and crocodile, don't they?
Yeah. I remember when I was working at the Cock and Rabbit, they had, it was before I started there, they had this sort of permanent joke about when Franco had crocodile meat on the menu.
Oh,
And people used to go in and say, what would you like? And they'd say something like alligator sandwich and make it snappy. I have a meat bucket list. I would need to eat a bison burger. I think you've had a bison burger, haven't you, Lauren?
Me?
No, Lauren.
Oh.
I think you had bison burger in Sheffield that time, didn't you?
No.
I think it were a bison burger. Liz, same here, says Enid. When Lizzie says I'm a meat eater, I was vegetarian for 25 long baconless years. Yeah, I can't imagine a life without bacon.
I can't live without bacon.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be without bacon. A world without bacon, tragic. Apologies to any other vegetarians that are knocking about, but you know. Enid says, I live in a US state with actual bison running around and still haven't had a bison burger. And she cries in Colorado. Right, can we just calm down now, please? Whatever you're doing. We sometimes see in Sheffield, they have like food, an outdoor food expo type of thing. You know, where you can get basically any food. Last time we went there, it was at the Christmas market, and Lauren had katsu curry and chips.
So they were katsu sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And it was lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, Lauren likes her katsu curry. Although you have had it once or twice and it's blown the top of your head off, hasn't it?
Doesn't change the fact that it tastes nice.
No. My only comment is I do not eat blood products such as black pudding or animals that have not been bled properly, so no hunting meat for me. Yeah, do you know what? I actually quite like black pudding.
I don't like what pudding. I think it tastes disgusting.
And it depends on the hunting meat. It depends on who's hunted it as to whether or not it's bled properly. So, you know, I would never say no. I would just say it depends on the circumstances in which it's been brought to the table. I wouldn't touch dodgy sausage. No. Yeah, I mean, black pudding here is white pudding.
White pudding?
Yeah, white pudding originates from Southern Ireland. Clonakilty white pudding, as far as I'm aware, although I could be wrong. But Clonakilty white pudding is quite famous in Ireland, and it's very nice. What on earth is in white pudding? I have no clue. All I can tell you is it tastes lovely. I would imagine it's probably some sort of offal product.
Let's have a look.
But, you know, I enjoyed it. You know, I think if you get too stuck in what's in it, you'd never eat anything new, would you?
Says sweet, is it? Or fat, oatmeal or barley, breadcrumbs. And
Oh,
in some
spelt-
cases, pork.
Right.
And pork liver.
All right, so it's pork.
Filled into a natural or cellulose sausage casing.
Right, so it's pork and grains then, basically. So it's a version of pork sausage, but it's used as a breakfast dish.
Can also contain Onions too.
What? Say again?
Could also contain onions depending.
Yeah. When me and your dad got married, when we went over to Ireland for our honeymoon, and I brought back a link of Clonakilty white pudding, and this thing must have been about 18 inches long. It's massive. And me and my stepdad, not my stepdad, me and my father-in-law, we had it for breakfast because your dad weren't bothered about it, and his mum certainly didn't like it. She didn't like much. So yeah, me and my father-in-law would pitch into it.
Oh, dear.
Eat crocodile if it was bled proper. I don't know how crocodile meat ends up in the shops. I've no idea.
Oh. There's no crocodile farms in this country.
Exactly, it would be imported, wouldn't it? According to Wiki, the Scots have fruit pudding, which is similar to the Irish white pudding. Very possibly. Scots do weird things with food. And I know we've got a couple of Scotties in the group tonight. I get that. But, you know, things like deep fried Mars bars and stuff. Although, I will go ahead and say Tunnock's tea cakes are the best thing from Scotland, bar none. Tunnock's tea cakes, Scottish tablet, I like that. The two things that I would bring home. I mean, I know you can get Tunnock's down here, but there you go.
A deep fried Mars bar just sounds
Yeah.
nice.
Deep
Yeah,
fried
it's a
Mars
thing in
bars. They get them
Scotland.
in the chippies in
The
Scotland.
thing in Scotland, trust me.
In chippies.
Yeah.
You can deep fry just about anything you can think of, and the
Yeah.
Scots take it to the extreme.
There was a video on Facebook, a deep fried full Christmas dinner. And they'd like deep fried turkey, they deep fried some potatoes, they deep fried some sprouts, they deep fried some carrots, they deep fried a mince pie for after. And then there's the chip butty that's deep fried. A deep fried chip butty. And a deep fried Scotch pie. Scotch pies are nice as well. They're lamb. Oh, the ones I've had are lamb.
See, what I don't get about the deep fried Mars bar is how the chocolate doesn't melt.
They freeze it first. Oh, thank you, Patsy. Yeah, they freeze it first so that it doesn't melt. It's a bit like baked Alaska.
Mm.
Have you ever had baked Alaska?
Yeah.
So it's ice. It's obviously ice cream, and it's frozen hard, and then it's put in the oven just enough time to cook the meringue, and then the ice cream stays cold. You had deep fried ice cream in the Ukraine.
I did, yes.
So it's the same thing. They just put the Mars bar in the freezer. Kay's just sent me a picture of a fish and chip shop menu. And on the menu, you can choose one of these deep fried chocolates. So Mars bars, Snickers, Twixes, or Dairy Milk. It's from the menu of a local chippy. Right, Kate, we're on our way. Are you all thought?
Yeah, perfect timing as well because it's half an hour exactly.
Night chicken. Love you.
Love you too.
Awesome. Yeah, the the Scottish people will deep fry many things. We're not that brave in chippies down here, are we? Could you imagine if I walked into Kilness Road and said, can you just deep fry me a Twix? I think Glenn would have conniptions, wouldn't he? He wouldn't know what to do. How many stitches have I done during the live? I'm going to have a look in a sec because it's almost time to sign off. I did 1,000 stitches on Envy today. I did 500 stitches on Night Cafe. So I've had a good stitchy day so far. And then there's whatever I've done here on Pandora. And I will round it up to the next 100. So I'm currently at 320. So I will get 400 on this today. We have deep fried Mars bars and Snickers in the supermarkets. Oh, blimey. Already done. Just heat and eat kind of things, Joyce. As it were. It's funny, isn't it? And, 50 years ago, you wouldn't get anything from a fish shop rather than, apart from fish and chips. I mean, they didn't even do peas or gravy, did they, or anything? It was just fish or chips. Kind of reminds me of Gilmore Girls, where Sophie's hubby was deep frying everything. Never watched Gilmore Girls. Heard about it, but I've never watched it.
I haven't.
Four feet of snow. Holy moly, Laurie. I hope we got enough milk. Blimey. Oh, ice cream. Oh, I see. I got you. Right. Okay. Right then, ladies and any gents I have in here, it is time for me to sign off. We've gone over to 2 hours. So there we go.
I will be upstairs.
Are you off? All right, lovely. So that is 329 stitches done on our lovely Pandora. And I will see you guys Tuesday for Floss Tube, Wednesday for live stream, Thursday for Stitch with me, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. So, thank you all very much indeed for watching. Take care. Happy stitching. As per my last Floss Tube, remember, be kind. And if you see anybody being unkind, give them a prod. Tell them to be kind. I think we need to just call out some of this not nice behaviour that's been going on in the stitching community. Because, like I said, a couple of people messaged me about it. But yeah, take care, everybody. I will see you guys for the live on Wednesday, but Floss Tube will be out on Tuesday. So take care. Happy stitching. Bye for now. Bye, everyone.